Target. Everybody loves Target. Target pretty much has everything you could possibly need at a very reasonable price. One of the aisles in Target consists of a bunch of picture frames. Inside the picture frames are a bunch of stock photos. Being a stock photo model has always seemed like a very fun and enjoyable job to me. So I decided to do some research on Google to find out how much stock photo models make, because I hate my current job and I would like to make some more money. After some diligent research and hours of browsing on the internet, I found out that stock photo models make a lot of money. After finding this out, I quickly came up with a plan to become a stock photo model. Number 1, I had to take my own stock photos. This would be the easiest part of the plan, but I had to make my stock photos look believable. Step number 2, I had to switch out my stock photos for the real stock photos in Target's picture frame aisle. This is going to be the hardest part of the plan. It's going to require stealth and speed. Step number 3, I had to come back to Target in 24 hours to see if my stock photos are still there. If my stock photos could last in Target for 24 hours without anyone noticing, that means they are on par with the quality of a real stock photo. And this would mean I have all the qualifications to become a real stock photo model. The final step is to show Target that picture frames with my stock photo sell more than picture frames with other stock photos. This would make me an asset in the stock photo community, and pretty soon after Target and other stores find out this information, they're going to be begging for me to be in every single stock photo. It was time to do the first step and take my own stock photos.
What a good pose. Oh, pretend you're catching a football. Pretend you're calling a dog over. Good boy. Good boy. What are you doing? What are you doing with your other? Why is the hand near your ear?
I'm calling it.
No, deep in thought.
My wife's pregnant. We ended up getting some photos that look so much like real stock photos, you can't even tell the difference. Now that we got the photos that we needed, it was time to head over to Walmart to get the photos printed out.
Printerooski.
Alright, I don't really...
That's them agreeing to stealing information.
That's a lot of words for me to read at one time. After a few minutes of trying to navigate Walmart's confusing technology, the photos were printing out and we were ready to go. Okay, so we went to Walmart, we printed out the new stock photos, and now we have to sneakily go into Target and put them into every single picture frame in the Target picture frame aisle.
Wow.
We pulled up to Target and it was time to start working on the second part of the plan. Alright, we found the picture frame aisle. Now we have to be very sneaky and do this without anybody noticing us. I began switching the real stock photos for our fake stock photos, and I thought it was about to be super easy. It looks like... Oh,
Happy family.
Look, they look real though.
They do.
There.
Get in there, gang. Oh yeah. Come here, Fido.
But then we began running into some problems.
I want to buy that frame. People are really gonna have you in their house.
People will have me in their house for a little bit. The first problem was shoppers. I did not take into account how many people would be shopping for picture frames the same day I was switching fake stock photos for real stock photos. My first idea to blend in while people were walking by shopping for picture frames was to draw attention to myself by yelling and saying that I was an interior designer, and I was getting frustrated because Target did not have the correct size picture frame that I needed. So people would just think that I was a frustrated interior designer. But then I noticed people were just walking by me, not saying anything. I think they blend in so well that people are walking by and are not even questioning what we're doing because these look like stock photos. The next problem we ran into were Target employees. Why does Target have 400 employees working at a time? Target employees don't even look like they're doing anything. It just looks like they're walking around, browsing the shelves, shopping for themselves. There's a Target employee right over there. We gotta act low-key. I see him in the mirror.
Act normal.
I'm acting super normal right now.
Just browsing.
Then the Target employees started walking by us and not saying anything. So I figured they're either too busy shopping for themselves, or our stock photos look so realistic that they didn't even question it.
Hey, mister. You sure look like a lot like this man in the stock photos. Is this you?
You waited so much longer than to say, are you the guy from the stock photos?
Wait a minute. Are you the guy from the stock photos? Ready.
Alright, ready? I'm gonna flip this around slowly. This is the last one. Bam. Wow.
Alright.
After spending a few hours in Target, we had switched dozens of real stock photos for our fake stock photos. It was time to pack up and come back in 24 hours to see if our stock photos were still there. Alright, now we gotta leave Target and we're gonna come back in 24 hours to see if all of my stock photos are still here. In the 24 hours before we went back to Target, we had to do one thing: get top-notch disguises. Just in case something went wrong at Target when we weren't there. Like if they found out that we replaced the real stock photos for our fake stock photos and then all of a sudden we were on some Target most wanted list and they were looking for us, it was just safer to go back in disguises. So it's time for us to go back into Target to see if my stock photos are still in the picture frames. I thought it'd be a good idea to go back into Target disguised so they don't know it's us, just in case they did find out.
Even though you're wearing the same shirt as yesterday.
If they did find my stock photos in the picture frames. These disguises are the only way that if we go back into Target, they will not know that it's us. We're going to have to be very low-key. We can't draw any attention to ourselves. And
These disguises are definitely going to help us tone it down.
Yeah, we have to pretend it's not us and that we're just everyday shoppers at Target. All right, let's put the disguises on. Alright, these disguises are going to shield our real identities. I can't even tell this is me. I look so much different. These mustaches are very, very realistic too. Then we began our infiltration back into Target. These disguises allowed us not to draw any attention to ourselves and blend in with every other shopper at Target. I thought it'd be a good idea to say a few lines I had prepared to better blend in with other people that were shopping at Target. Has anyone seen the Hydro Flask? Now it came time for the big moment. We were approaching the picture frame aisle. It was time to see whether or not our fake stock photos were still in the frames. After 24 hours, our photos are still here. I have created such realistic looking stock photos that nobody in Target even knew that they were fake. All of my stock photos look like they belong on this shelf, and I'm sure they will be the first ones to be bought. Like, which one would you rather buy? This? Which kind of just looks weird? Or this? A very handsome man, like that. This photo frame is obviously
being enhanced by this.
Yeah, it's being this picture is enhancing this photo frame. Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Now it was time for the final step in the plan, to make sure that photo frames that contained my stock photo had higher sales than photo frames with the real stock photos. In order to do this, I thought of a good idea that might get other customers' attention and make them want to buy the photo frames with my stock photos. Hey, I am just a normal Target shopper and I am looking for a picture frame. Oh wow, this picture frame looks really well. Good.
Looks really well.
I think I might just purchase this picture frame because of how good these stock photos look inside of it. I might just get 2 picture frames today. Wow, just seeing how good the stock photo looks in it makes me think about how good my family and kids would look in it. I'm not enjoying these black or white photos, but these colored stock photos of this handsome young man, I am enjoying a lot. I think I have proved how good I am at creating stock photos and being a stock photo model.
Hit him up.
Hit me up. So overall, the plan was a success. I now have the proof and qualifications to be a real stock photo model. Also, I'm almost positive that my plan to raise the sales of the picture frames containing my stock photos worked. So soon, I'm going to be a commodity in the stock photo market, and Target and every other retail brand is going to be begging me to be a stock photo model for them.
Give me that Nike. Give me that check. I'm counting the bands up. I'm counting the bands up. I'm getting her wet. I'm I'm getting stressed. Give me that neck. Give me a check. Give me that neck.